I promised you guys to record something special for my 1000th video. Well, to do that, I've played for the past 2 weeks. I've played over 200 years to create a massive military quality country out of little Smolensk by playing artillery only. You might think why? Just a reminder, they have land fire damage, artillery shock +2, which I think is a new thing. It wasn't in game before, and that's why I think we're gonna create probably the strongest artillery only in history of EU4. I hope so. Well, also other modifiers like artillery cost, land fire, artillery compatibility, siege ability, and many other stuff that we're gonna get from ideas, policies, and going Zoroastrian. Just fasten your seatbelts because it's gonna be a hell of an action for the next hour. And obviously, like this video to boost its reach, to celebrate 1000 videos over the last 6.5 years of the channel. And guys, we've got a challenge because at 120,000 subscribers, so we're lacking only 8,000 right now, I plan to do 3 months as Ryukyu without going hard. So better hit that subscription button and let's get to this challenge. What I'll start with is removing all of the forts except Smolensk, which is obviously gonna be our capital in the future. In Smolensk itself, decrease autonomy and get the dev cost, as we'll be deving these lands a lot. But first, privileges. Here we only need power points, more power points, and even more power points, and well, on top of that, a bit of money is gonna be also of use. That money I'll invest into advisors. We need to find one for the stab cost, as stability is being taken over by the subjects we are releasing. Spy network doesn't matter, land maintenance doesn't matter, make him level 3, and soon also we get this. Seize land to keep it on 5%, maybe some deving, nope. And let's start with deving Vyazma, as this is a freaking cloth. After making this state pretty heavy in development and getting to 2 stability, I can go ahead with the next steps. So I cannot take just all of the loans to ruin Lithuania, because remember, I will be still a subject of Lithuania for 5 years, so if I do that, they will go bankrupt and Crimea, Great Order, Muscovy, Novgorod, with another are gonna attack them, which we don't want to happen. Another thing is the troops. We could also deal it, but it's also just asking the other nations to attack us. The first topic, I cannot go ahead and release and play as Smolensk, because I still did not get an event for the Union of Poland. So if I release myself now and I get an event in the next year, it will be tough to fight both Poland and Lithuania. I'm gonna wait for that now while developing my provinces. There goes the event for restoration of old times. I could become a junior partner, but no. I'll let them get Jan 636, and I think I'm gonna be able to dev click each dev one more time, and then we go into action. And the action itself is about releasing all the possible subjects. There's plenty of them. This is all not only possible allies in the independence war, but more importantly, it will be a bit easier to unite this region by myself. Play as release subject. You see, I'm not taking all loans to make them bankrupt, because if I make them bankrupt, and then they're gonna get attacked by Muscovy, Novgorod, Living Order, Crimea, and just get killed. Same with removing troops. I'm not gonna do that. Let's maybe just remove advisors, so AI does not think that he's dying to loans. And we can go ahead. Polish succession. We can go ahead and release ourselves and play as Smolensk. As mentioned, we're taking over stability, so this is perfect. And our ruler is 5-2-1. Well, it's good for Madribana, but trouble for the other two. If I was nasty, I could just burst that and restart until I get 666. But you know, guys, that I'm not this type of the player. Instead, I will simply go ahead and focus on mill to balance out these points. With Hadekamland, I can go ahead and take power points from each of these states and still have great amounts. Why then I'll go for the other places like Patrick Authority, Advisor cost, because we've got 2 stability already. Just higher loyalty of them. From Boyars we can take also cheaper advisor, supremacy of the crown, and decision to get a better leader. Burgers is prestige. I don't need 1% loans, do I? Let's take 1% loans, cheaper advisor, as well as interest per annum. As I cannot fight for 5 years the independence war, I can go for the mission for the manpower level at 50%. And no, I'm not gonna go back, and don't worry, we'll need a month tick to update our trade power. Just go and send the traders to Novgorod and Kiev. While for the decision, the general is 3-3, not too good, same as for the rural general. Doesn't matter, we can at least be a Russian principality. And with the fleets we did, we can consecrate the Metropolitan, as obviously we are Orthodox. The money will not be that bad, so I can go ahead and wait for advisors. See, the income is not 201, but instead it's actually 2.5. This ruler is also cruel, not helpful. But I'm earning 1.2 ducats, which means we could go ahead and take manpower advisor, as well as tax meta advisor, and still have a good balance. High income, not useful yet. Yeah, the mission is, I also believe, Russian principality. And we don't need to turn on the fort, so with the fort turned off, we are making a bit more money, which is, I believe, enough for the third advisor. I think that I will go for early serfdom, which is a huge loyalty for boyars with little influence. It gives me a national unrest, national manpower, war taxes cost, boyars max privileges, and dropped institution spread, but we can live without this. Oh yeah, we are already losing manpower, guys, from an event. I don't think I can do this mission. Yeah, the manpower will be of huge use, and there's peasants are about to revolt, but it's fine, I can just get my fort up and hide in Vitebsk. Because from my understanding, Lithuania will be very likely to come, and help in the battle against them, which I think I'm gonna join, just for a matter of army tradition. Just make sure to join this battle after them. Take that additional 1.5 army tradition. Well, that's better than nothing. With 10 particle authority, I'm immediately investing that into discipline and manpower recovery speed. Let's see how lucky we are. A new heir is Światosław. Oh boy, in 15 years we are getting here on the front because we'll be able to abdicate. My truce with Lithuania ends in December, so it's time to start getting ready. By the way, they reduced the amount of troops to just 9,000. This is good. What I will do, I will recruit second company. Well, there's not a big of a choice for the companies I can get. Let's go for the one with siege. So we're gonna be at 8,000 troops, and besides that, I'll get that loan. 3 loans is fine. I'll take more of armies instead. So in a few months I will get the mission for the manpower. It's just a matter of getting 300 more. And on top of that, let's recruit 1 manpower troop. The question is, does anyone want to support my independence? Poland is really close to do that. But remember, if somebody supporting this independence, is like calling them with promising land. So what I'll do, I'll only go and get alliance with Zaporozhye, so they're gonna help me in this war, and I don't need anyone else, because Kiev, Chernigov, Polotsk, Volhynia, they will all want the same promises as me. We don't need to do that, so just go ahead. Ooh, we might need to do that because this Novgorod that is not fighting Moscow yet. Honestly, out of everything, ideally we want Poland to support the independence. Let's improve relations with them. Just 10 days. That's -3 stably. It's fine. I can immediately boost it back to 0 and start carpet sieging. I could try getting on them, but remember, Novgorod troops can come. They can come through Polotsk, and if we go to Polotsk, even though they shouldn't do anything, they will do a lot in their own lands. So we just have to fight here. You see, they're coming with 11,000 troops on our capital already, but it's less important. Here I can siege raise them. Let's just get defensive edict and carpet siege Lithuania. Looks like we're gonna have the first battle against Lithuanians. Nope, they run away, and I don't think we want to go after them because that would be the battle of Poland as well. Well, if Poland is going, I'm going as well. I don't have much of a choice, guys. So I think this should be a really easy battle, like quantity wise. Novgorod it's not reinforcing that. Yeah, easy peasy. Let's just keep carpet sieging. And you know, with Tech 4 they can buy us already, it's gonna be even easy. Even Poland has Tech 4, Lithuania doesn't. You know, Citrus is easy peasy. You have 33 defensiveness, they have -12 defensiveness thanks to our spy network I'm building for the whole campaign. So soon we're gonna fully occupy these terrains of Lithuania. You know, I'm making, in the meantime, Poland weaker because they are fighting Teutonic Order, where Denmark, Sweden, Norway are involved. So I probably don't even have to give them anything, because we don't need that alliance long term. So Mr. Novgorod, you're also on tech 3. So let's see your tech 3 quality. Oh, they are winning on quantity though. Not so sure we can win it. Let's try sortie. So getting 3 additional 1,000 troops from the fort. Yeah, that makes them stop reinforcing the battle that they could have easily won if they reinforced. Good news that Moscow is at war with Novgorod right now as well, so potentially we could peace out Novgorod soon. But the issue is I'll probably have to deal with these rebels first if I'm going to have 100% this peace deal. I think I'm naturally ruining Poland. They are down to 18,000 troops inting against Novgorod and being half occupied by Teutonic Order. Oh yeah, we are right now independent, which is legitimacy and stability, as well as claims on Novgorod and Moscow. Let's just say goodbye to Novgorod. Yeah, 32 against 31 regions. That's 83% war score, which is, I don't think is enough. I mean, depends how much I want to take. If I want to take all of this, it should be good. On top of that, I'm taking war reparations, of course independence. Let's take 100 ducats, which 20 of it will go to us. Yeah, that's pretty much no AE, very good borders, and of course Poland, Galicia, Volhynia and Zaporozhye will hate us, which is fine. At least these two are right now independent, which means we can go ahead and dissolve these alliances and conquer them later. Independence wars are starting, guys. It's Polsk, Kiev and Chernihiv with the help of Moscow killing Lithuania. I just hope they will not keep the alliance with Moscow. And anyway, guys, I have a long truce with them, so I will not be conquering that for a while. I think my next step is to get into Novgorod once Moscow gets off. My rule died already, which is bad news because I've lost stability, but it's super good news because we've got 9 years of 311 regency. Yeah, it's not super good news. At least after that, 9 years. Oh my god, that one generation. In 9 years, we're gonna get 566, so we're gonna be rewarded with our patience. Well, the tier 2 guarantee form is either the tax meta or less tax meta, but yearly government power. Well, how much monthly I'm getting? 0.3. I don't need that yearly modifier. I will go for the national manpower. Well, now that's the thing. I have manpower, but I don't have money. That's my biggest problem. So that might be the first time for long that I'm checking for the tax meta. Mr. Novgorod, well, we are ready with Tech 5 to go and kill. Let me just improve our units. Interestingly, Poland is gonna help Novgorod. So how about we start the whole war with attacking them? Mr. Novgorod, now that you got baited to start with the Poland's fort, let's see your army quality. Yeah, I don't think it's too well for you. Oh yeah, Poland is doing a comeback. Poor Teutonic Order, they won a war, but they can still win it. So I've been warred by Moscow. Unfortunate, but I think sooner or later I'll have to kick their ass anyway. From Novgorod, we want 2 trade centers, like S2R and Trade Center of Novgorod and Neva. Connection, Tikvin, as I have a claim on that. Full money, maybe for 90% war reparations. I just need to carpet even a little bit more to achieve that. I don't think there is need to fight with these troops here. Easy peasy. You see, Moscow does not like us much, but it's not like we care. Is it enough money to repay all of our no 1% loans? I think it is. That fixes the interest issue. Now we do also pay a lot of our forts, so I think ideally we should keep all of them. But if I have to choose, then I don't know. I'm gonna keep all of them. Oh god, I think that's the first time I see Great Ord expanding that much. AI Great Ord. Especially if you consider that they also got Chernigov, Cherkasy and Gazimuk as their tributary states. At last, we've got 566 ruler, but we still have to fight 13,000 pretenders in Mogilev. which is where it's here. Yeah, it should be not big of a problem, but it's still a waste of resources. It's not fun because Moscow not only warned us, but they also allied Chernihiv, Kiev and Galicia-Volhynia. I don't know why baited them to attack us or something, because they just declared the war. And neither Denmark nor Brandenburg are gonna help us. At least Moscow did not call any of these guys, so it's actually easier. Because I am about to take 6. I could wait to unlock ideas, but I'm taking take 6, and that's an easy win with there on tech 4. That's why let me go take additional loan. And we recruit not only additional Streltsy, but also a 3 company. Does 20,000 make it enough? I think it does. Oh, the last Justin tournament. This is a perfect timing. How about... Ideally we want a morale discipline guy here. And Streltsy, infantry capability of more manpower. I'm gonna crush them, like absolutely destroy them. So here's what I'm talking about. They are tech 4, I'm tech 6. Tech 6 is giving you so much army quality, you have no idea what to happen then. Well, you might have idea. Just take a look at this. Tick, 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 tick. Bye, bye. Of course, me wiping their 9,000 troops forced them to build an Israel 10,000, so no, it's not a free war yet. I cannot siege raise them when they are doing it so fast, but at least I just wiped on the 14,000, which is 12% war score. Yeah, remember, you get one war score, the more of your force unit you're using in these battles. And if I want even more, so over my force unit, I will be getting a significant amount of it, but I think I'm good with this amount. Let's see how it goes in Smolensk. They pretty much has no chance of winning against us. Just thinking if I could wipe them? No. No. But at least we've killed plenty with 3.34 war scores. Go and finish in down Moskva. If I go St. Michael Forgotten, it's a perfect timing because we can switch it to get improved relations and AA impact, which will be crucial in our next steps. Easy peasy, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Mr. Muscovy. How many troops do you have left? 17,000. So they still have plenty. But after this one more stack wipe, we already have killed 83,000 of the troops, getting pretty much full war score from battles. And we are really close to peasing out. My piece is full money. We need money most importantly. 3 claims they've got, including Moskva. And then Tula and Rzew to release 2 subjects. Question is, yeah, we want this? Yeah, let's just piece them out, ready? There's no need to waste time. This is perfect. I should be able to concentrate to get more development of Smolensk. And then, as promised, release 2 subjects. These are gonna be Ryazan, that has claims all around here, cores all around there, as was Tver, that is having cores all around here. Now, I think I can give to Ryazan also a province of Kolomna, while this two I'm gonna core for myself. With no institution on site, well, it's coming, but very slowly. I can take Tech 5 on admin, which will unlock me the offensive ideas. Of course, with our artillery only, offenses is gonna be super useful. Anti-leader shock, and soon recruitment time is coming. This is actually a very interesting point of our campaign because we've got 3 wars to do at the same time. I'll start with Kiev because we have to take advantage of Muscovy not being so willing to join because of lack of manpower, army strength and lots of debt. So let me just start with this. It's an easy order, I have 6,000. The next month I'm declaring on Lithuania and Teutonic Order are also not gonna join. And then in 2 months I'm gonna attack Livonian Order because we're gonna humiliate them for the age bonus. Everything is going as planned. Full annexation of Kiev is what they are. They Orthodox? Yeah, that's actually good for us if they're not Catholic. Fully annex them. That makes our borders even better. For Lithuania, we will probably want all of this part. They are not. Yeah, they are Catholic. This AE is a bit too much. You see, Poland would like to join the coalition if we take that much. So I might go a bit softer on them. You have border Poland from the south, so it's fine. Yeah, go for something like this. But oh, I could humiliate here. because I declared a conquest on live on order after all. So what if we do a humiliation in this case? Yeah, as I'm saving some of my admin mana now, I'm gonna raise my third subject, and this time it's gonna be Latgalia, and you'll see that this little nation has plenty corals around here. So as we're having 3 subjects, it's time to pick strong duchies to make them a bit loyal and increase our relations limit. I'm working on my golden era, and I think it should be easy, because level 2 trade center, this needs to be part of the state. Level 2 trade center, this also needs to be a part of the state. It will be level 2 trade center, so we've got 3 already. Moskva will be also part of state. So this is gonna be number 4, and then number 5 in Vilno. So this way we easily get a third bonus here, and then we need a few more death clicks in our capital. Smolensk. Give me death costs. Burghers are not loyal, but I cannot increase that anyhow. So it's just anyway 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, after the war of Moscow, we've got issues with manpower, and as I have plenty of money, I'm just gonna go ahead and recruit a Grand Company. And you'll see that once they are recruited, I'm not only still below my force limit, but I'm also pretty much still having a positive balance. With 100 prestige, I'm gonna invest it to, disinherit 242 air, we got something better. I think it's also a good moment to change our focus to admin. I'm still feeling offensive ideas, but we gotta catch up with the admin tech and unlock 7th and 2nd idea group soon. Let's go, guys. Mr. Vilno, hello there. Got enough development. Improve this. Autonomy is something that I have to work in. More importantly, we can go ahead and start the golden era. Looks like Hungary is getting ganked. They are at war with all of these countries, and no, it's not one war, it's 4 different wars. Having enough money, definitely enough money, I can go and start taking advantage of my cheaper advisors, and that also have advisor because of my national ideas. So you go level 2, you go level 2. This for now, 14, 11, 12 is a good mana generation. What is not good is a 2-1-4 air, so Mr. Rowan, I'm sorry, I'm still hunting someone better. Guys, we wasted 100 prestige, but still no any luck with airs. With negative prestige, I have to take a break on that. Remember, I developed Smolensk from 24 to 30, and now I did it from 30 to 34 to get Renaissance a little bit faster. It's high time to embrace it. Oh no, bronze cannons from the Ottomans, which are bordering us at this time. Is it enough? It is enough to embrace the institution. Just don't have enough money to do that. Which is fine, just take 2 loans. Embrace the institution, be up to, not even up to date, I'm behind in the technologies. Yeah, we gotta go for Tech 7 ASAP on admin, that's why we embrace the focus on admin. We're anyway looking fairly good on the map of Europe. Look, Bohemia is 555, Poland is 556, we are 666. I keep trying, guys. I already invested 150 prestige on disinheriting, and yet I'm getting 3-4 air. I think that's the best we can do. Anyway, I can take another offensive idea, which is more force limit and special units force limit, so that might be additional 1000 of strelcy, not yet, but more importantly, land fire damage 10% and +2 artillery shock. Well, of course I did not unlock artillery yet because that's the next technology, but it's coming very soon. At the same time, I can go and pick 7th admin tech, which is the 2nd idea group, and that is gonna be infrastructure. Why? Because together with offensive, it not only gives me movement speed, but also artillery levels versus forts. Obviously, I created all these subjects to, do a giant reconquest war against Muscovy and take all of these provinces at once. And even though I did not spend a single point on coring the provinces now, I did increase my player's map mode significantly. Since I took Tech 7, well, not yet full artillery army, we have to build up for that. But I'm gonna keep Grand Company, while from my manpower stack I will keep Streltsy, but these guys go bye-bye. And in their place we recruit, well, let's start 10,000 of artillery. And you know, if you're wondering how strong is our artillery, keep in mind I'm getting 2 artillery shock. So by default artillery has 1 fire and 0.05 shock. So instead of that, I have pretty much 3 times more damage. Instead of 1, it's 3. Which is 3 times more than my cav damage and pretty much 2 times more than infantry. Of course, They also cost more, so it's 0.25 for these guys and it's 0.76, so it's 3 times more of cost for the artillery. They receive double casualties on first row and they deal half damage on the second row, so it's a bit more tricky, but yet I'm gonna make it work. With cav cost coming from this idea, we are more importantly getting artillery cost, so it helps us a little bit. So you know, now when fully maintained, it's not 3 times more expensive, it's a bit, pretty much 2 times more expensive, so it's not that bad. My first victim to try out our artillery, how about we take 2,000 of them, is gonna be Poland. Poland, well, both Denmark and Bohemia do not like them much. I can take some reconquest provinces for Latgalia, but I'll anyway go for the conquest of our own provinces and at the same time go take some reconquest. Let's see how our first battle with artillery will go. So you have 6,000, 7,000 of it in the first row and 3,000 in the second row. 10% more discipline. And we are not even waiting for fire phase, but for the shock phase. The losses are significantly high on their side, but we've lost 2,400 artillery. And this is problematic, you know, even though we dealt far more losses. Reinforcing artillery costs a lot. We are not at the moment where it's utterly broken, yet. At least we've got 20% siege ability on them, and with 5 bonus from the artillery, the siege might even take, yeah, just a few months. Too easy, guys, too easy. They've lost 100,000 troops with my losses being at 15k, so the cost wasn't that high after all. And we are not only getting all of these provinces, but we're also gonna release another 2 subjects. I'm planning for all those subjects to save our admin mana. That's gonna be Galicia, Volhynia. And that's also gonna be... Don't you say it's... wrong culture. I wanted to use Teutonic Order, but I took wrong culture province. That should have been Szczytno, but it's fine. The last infrastructure is not only construction time, development cost, but also our first policy, which is, as mentioned, artillery levels available versus fort. I also saw ahead in the PowerPoints, and I'm thinking, because in 2 years there will be colonialism, I think I'm gonna spend all of these extra points we're having on developing the institution. We just have to develop a little bit for the next 1.5 years. Colonize is there, and I'm gonna develop the institution in Neva. Neva is a trade center, so how about we get a loan and... but there's no prosperity, but I could wait for the prosperity, you know, just left click a little bit right now, simply to not get into points cap while waiting for the prosperity to grow. On the fort level 1, I'm getting +7 siege bonus for just 7,000 of artillery. Isn't that beautiful? This means I don't need that infantry, and I don't need all of these cannons on that siege. As I'm finally up to date with admin tech, I'll start investing this, especially look at the cost, to reduce my inflation, because 16 is for sure too much. Now with decent income, reduce inflation, we are earning 13.6 ducats a month with fully maintained army, which means I can keep increasing amount of the cannons we are having. I think this is not gonna be enough to embrace colonialism. Let's see. This is enough, but barely. We gotta take loans now, repay the old 1% loans, take the new ones, embrace the institution. I'm probably the first one in the world to embrace colonialism, and repay some of these bigger loans, so just down to 1 of them. Even fort level 2, I only need 14,000 artillery for +7 bonus. I started this with 14. With my amount of mill points, I can just do this and start this with 35%. Let's see how to look when we put 18,000 of artillery. Well, ideally we should have 50,000 to have full first row and second row, but I'm telling you, this is not what I need. You see, this is an easy wipe. Finally getting some sailors, it's time to build up some trade ships, as we'll be working on moving our main nodes to Novgorod soon. Well, by the way, consolidating the state gives me 10 prestige, admin power and claims on Ruthenia region, while conquer Moscow gives me more of armies and plenty of claims. With this peace deal, I should be also able to click another mission, which is conquer Novgorod, which is Trade efficiency. It had to happen at one point. My ruler died. Well, I'm happy that I had him. And my mana generation is still good. Oh shit, here we go again. 1-3 air. Goodbye. How I'm actually using my artillery only right now is that I have two 15k stacks that have the maximum bonus on level 1 fort. They also have maximum bonus on level 2 fort. At the same time, in case any armies are around and try to attack me, it's gonna constantly event them together and start wiping. And if you're wondering how I'm fighting, let's just catch this little wing hussar stack and shove them their place. Yeah. The only thing that hurts, yeah, I receive high casualties. Since I'm hitting mill points cap already, I'm gonna unlock 10th technology on admin and get quality ideas. For artillery compatibility, discipline, then we go for echo to get additional discipline, as well as artillery compatibility, so I'm gonna stack these modifiers as much as it's really possible. In the meantime, as I conquered so much lands around the Baltic Sea, I'll be working slowly towards moving my main node here. That's why I'm improving the trade centers and I'm investing into trade ships. Let's do this, guys. I've got 30% trade power here. Let's move our main node. I might regret that, but it's fine. Worst case, we just transfer everything to Novgorod. Now, from Kiev, let's transfer trade power instead of doing that from the Baltic Sea. At first, I want to see a variant when I transfer to Novgorod and keep it here, because I might not have enough trade power to do it in the Baltic Sea. It's 31. If I start transferring, I don't think it's gonna be worth yet, but it's worth checking, right? It's 49% and 31. Yeah, definitely Novgorod collection is gonna work better for us. Long term, when we get more merchant to send, for example, to Krakow, etc., or to Kazan, Straka and Crimea, we're gonna keep increasing that income. But for now, making it, I believe it's 70. It should be a good starter, 72. To start getting ready for war against Ottomans, because we gotta go and switch our religion to Zoroastrian. In the meantime, the next quality idea is artillery compatibility, so we're gonna start stacking it. I tested, instead of transferring from Kiev to Novgorod, to just send this merchant to Krakow, and see the results how good I got more income from trade. It's because Scotland, Muscovy and Novgorod are helping me to get the trade power here. Okay, Ottomans, show me what you've got. 91,000 troops and technology behind. Let's go for the conquest of, I don't have any claims here, it's gonna be Poltava. Plenty of the troops. You know what, looking at this, I will recruit some more mercs. Let's just take a break and recruit on the Streltsy. And how many cannons? 20k? Hopefully I can afford it. Well, since my truce with Moscow just ended, how about we just quickly take care of them first. What is also gonna be helpful is tier 5 guarantee form. I've got 2 unique, establish the Streltsy, as well as Boyar's military service, but we don't care about this at all. We care about military engineering, which is another artillery cost and artillery barrage cost. So barraging costs me only 32. Screw it, guys, we're moving to artillery only. I'm sorry, Streltsy. I'm strongly only artillery. This is a high time. I'm gonna have 60,000 of it, so potentially I can send 4 stacks to carpet siege forts, or have 2 big 30k stacks to fight. Ottomans are at war? No, they're just moving here. And you might figure Ottomans are scared and Italy to conquer all of this. They've got 86,000 troops, they've got quality offensive. They'll show you what will happen to them. Well, the end of the golden era will not help us fighting the Ottomans, but trust me, you're fine. This is because of the last quality idea of getting artillery compatibility and siege ability, as well as a policy for yearly army professions and army drill game modifier. You know what, let's go for it, it's fine. It's time to start stacking army professions and drilling for the next wars. I will go ahead and get on the border with the Ottomans already and declare the war. That's gonna be conquest of Poltava. You go siege down this. You can go to Poltava and then Rilsk. You know, to annihilate him even more, I could change this to discipline. I'm not gonna do that. So I have 120% discipline now. Morale is not so high, but it's fine. Especially when you have 34% siege ability. Gonna increase that with building spy network on the Ottoman. Worst part of artillery only is you cannot really carpet siege. D is doing nothing. I could do S, but yeah, it's just still not as good as D. Oh, I just noticed that not only Tunis and Najam and Hormuz are allied to the Ottomans, they also got Kazan, like this Zlewikk Kazan. Yeah, I'll go and siege them down with the stack. So I'm gonna avoid battles. First I'm gonna siege them a lot, and then I'm gonna start seeking battles when I unite these two stacks together. Unless it's a battle with Tech 7 Kazan. Did you see that? I just took one siege tick to take down a province. Because this is how the battle looks like. Yeah, government, I mean, of course. Since Ottomans are resurging fast Georgia, I'm a bit enforced to attack them here. Just wait for Ajan to leave. But I think... let's see. Yeah, it's not gonna be super easy battle, but it's still a win. Just, you know, the cost of this losses is not too good for us. After killing 60k of Kazani troops, I can go ahead and piece them out. Is it a white piece or can I take, yeah, 200 ducats? It's a good tax for this war. Yeah, 43,000. Let's go for the other Ottoman troops and provinces now. Let's show the Ottomans the full power. I'm gonna have the full front row and full back row of cannons for these battles. They're not coming on the back from day one, so they're kind of reinforcing the second row every day. This is lame. Why is it not getting everyone at once? That is making artillery just so much weaker. Oh yeah, let's see how I will do with being outnumbered by 20k and not full morale on our side. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. The fact that they are not joining the second row day one it's not good. It's really not good. I think we should be heading to the end of the war. So together with Ajam, it's like 310,000 troops died on them, but I also lost a lot. It's a really early tech. It's not that easy to fight with cannons yet, but we are fine. I'm gonna white pistol of the boys. Okay, there we go. Board with Ajam and breaking the relations with Ajam. So this way I'll be able to attack Ajam in a very second to get border with the Zoroastrian province in the Timurids. Yeah, I'll have to destroy the Timurids as well. Now we need time to recover our manpower and deal with rebels. And guys, this is an important decision. I could form Russia, but if I'm forming Russia, I'm keeping Smolensk ideas. And I think I'm gonna do that because I cannot get out of Duchy rank if I'm staying as Smolensk. Okay, so how about we form Russia? I'm very sorry guys, but yeah. Anyway, I'm keeping my Smolensk idea, so it's all fine. Is it all good here? I got Sardon, so it's more manpower. All of my reforms are staying here. Yeah, it's perfect. So what we have here: power projection, national unrest, stability, growth, progress modify, and reform progress for 50 years. And this requires me just build more army. Funded Sardom. It's also plenty of good bonuses. Appease the Patriarchat. Also pretty good. I need 5 temples to get a really decent bonus. Let's just go ahead and get these temples done. Also with my capital St. Petersburg is just so much development I'm getting. Center of Trade is gonna be level 3. And that's also a lot of power points because I have 100 prestige. Just look at this. Yeah, that's what I wanted to get. Temples done. I can choose a bonus. More of armies. It's all for 25 years. Missionary strength, good progress modifier. It depends on your icon. Co-creation cost, tech cost, idea costs. I'm not gonna unlock any ideas for the next 25 years. And techs, I'm very ahead of time. Co-creation cost, well, I'll probably go for more of armies. I just have to take icon of St. Climacus. I don't know, guys. Good progress modifiers are also fine. Yeah, I need to keep manpower recovery speed. Oh boy, I got so much gov capacity. I will simply go ahead and start studying everything I can. I'm ahead in admin tech. Let's just start taking advantage of our amount of lands. The last Tatsiatski. I can take tier 2 guarantee form, which is leader cost, and recruiting journals increases loyalty of nobility. Or tier 3, which gives me guarantee for progress, admin mana, and monthly autonomy change cooldown, new autonomy territories, and trade company investment. I'll go for the tier 3 because I don't really need this reform progress growth anymore. Oh yes, please, manpower from Streltsy, this is what I needed. So I'm actually gonna soon recover everything. Well, at least I can see that Ottomans took 7,000 deaths during our war, so it was worth it. The Russian Orthodox Church declares independence. Well, that's patriarchal treaty, so how about we switch this to development cost already. I think I have a mission that requires me to have a metropolitan in Moscow, so let's do this. Claims, I don't need them. Go for this. Russian Patriarchate gives me cost reduction war exhaustion, as well as more patriarchal authority and mana. Well, yeah, it's not like I can do anything with that, as I've built up my army up to 80% of force limit. I'm getting right army, which gives me either perma claims or a rand, or I get cooperation cost a diplomat and just normal claims, not perma claims instead. Just do that. Oh yeah, I could go after all of this, but no, the goal is right now to go Zoroastrian. Oh, and I could get all of this as well. Invade Novgorod is some development in Novgorod and claims. Oh my god, I've got so much of missions done. Consolidate Russia's national unrest and monthly autonomy change. And 10 provinces in Russia get manpower. Break, oh, that's power projection and power points. Conquer Ruthenia is giving me monthly autonomy change claims on Poland. And some bonuses to Kiev I can choose. Let's go for the local trade power. Window to West gives me trade efficiency and shipbuilding time. Oh, that made my income already 114, maximum power 120,000. The Tysiacki paid. It's giving me increased caravan forces and admin mana. There's also a mission book, the Royal Decrease. It's 14 admin mana per month required. This is 13. This is 14. And that gives me what? Current reform and admin mana, then for 25 years reform progress growth and admin tech cost, or trade efficiency diplo tech cost, or army tradition military cost. Well, it's just 5%, it's just 0.5, so reform progress growth is rather the most worth for us. The Oprichnina is tier 2 guarantee form that can enact. Seizing Crown does not cause revolts. It's years of separatism, harsh treatment cost, rebel suppression efficiency plus 100%. All these estates influence, monthly Oprichnina progress, and 25% chance to lose stability. So of course we lost it. The operation Goes Russian just started, and you know, country stability and build-up wise, it's not a good decision because it's just better to stay orthodox. But we're going full artillery only meme, right? And we want to make this artillery as strong as possible. And this monument for Zoroastrian is what's gonna help me achieve that. So now, I just provoked the rebels and they occupied 2 provinces, went through the whole Timurs and Kazan and they landed here. It's good, it's closer to my mainland. Remember, to convert to Zoroastrian I need to have half of my development, not provinces, half of my development Zoroastrian. That's not gonna be easy. If you ever tried converting such a huge nation, you know that it's pain in the ass. But we are in a good way with all of this converted already. Of course our rebels died to Kazan because they're trying to cross the border. But I'm getting slowly another stack of these rebels. In the meantime I got a military reform, which is 20% more of armies. And you know what, guys? I'm gonna use that to crush the Ottomans. And now I'm just far more ready for this kind of the war. I'm using some stealthy cheating. I'm so ready for this war because we've got 120,000 troops. Ottomans are only running 110,000. They have no chance. And again, I have so much siege ability that my siege phases are just 17 days on their terrains. This year I'm going for a bit more than 2 years, and we already siege down pretty much all of the forts. That's our siege ability. And that's 77% of the war score. We only fought like 2 battles. Let's try fighting with our 30k against their 45k. Not so sure I can win that. I only have 110% discipline because we didn't activate many discipline bonuses. Oh yeah, we're actually losing this battle. It's a nice one to run away from. That war of course allows me to curl the borders a little bit, so you look more and more like actual Russia. With Tech 14 taken a bit ahead of time, I can unlock another idea group, which is, I think as we discussed, Echo. And Echo is gonna give me discipline, but also artillery combat ability. Mission the Vodka no Monopoly is giving me 400 ducats, as well as promote Vodka sales decision. A price in progress of a road was changed by -20. We don't want that because more Zoroastrians are coming. Every owned grain province loses 10 prosperity. Institutional spread, but it's 600 ducats. Also, I've seen the next guarantee form I can take is the vodka and the crown, which gives me 125% production efficiency on all of the grain provinces, as well as goods produced modifier. To me, to update on our religion, you see all of this is around, looking right now, 29% on the development. We need more. Oh boy, guys, the religious war just started, and I think it looks too good for Catholics. It seems to be even, but guys, I'll not join it. I'm busy with my internal stuff. And these guys are trying if I was to break alliance with Bohemia. So if I decline this, I still lost prestige. It's fine. We gotta weather the Zoroastrian troubles. And don't worry, I'll declare war on whole Europe later. Guys, we did it. So, look. If I accept demands, you see that Zoroastrian becomes the new state region of Russia. And this is because they're already 40% of my country, while Orthodox is 37%. Now what I have to do is to reoccupy all of these provinces, because every occupied province will get 20 autonomy when accepting demands. And if I reoccupy them, that's gonna not gain any autonomy, so I'm gonna just change my religion and get 10% lands to pay the patriarchs. Okay guys, we are ready. All of the provinces are reoccupied. That of course cancels a couple of privileges. That also cancels Tsardom, it seems. Oh yeah, it does cancel Tsardom. We also lost tier 4 guarantee form. But this is fine, guys. Let's just go ahead and become an autocracy. For tier 4. Yeah, that also giving me party outrageous, so yeah, that's actually fair. Let's simply go for Heaven, a heretic does not give any penalties. And also disbanded Cossacks. This is fine, I wasn't really even using them. That also got rid of the Saddam. That got rid of the modernization, so I can go and take this mission. That's innovativeness gain, institutional spread and development cost modifier. Obviously, I'm starting with expanding the Baku Atash. Firstly, it's gonna be fire damage received as well as discipline, and I'm gonna invest manpower to make it faster. And now we have to save money for level 2. I should do something with our GAF capacity because obviously we have too many provinces stated. I'll take some from boyars. And I did also something from the merchant guilds. So this way it's a little bit better, but I'll still have to destate some of the provinces. Which I think is fine. I should create some, move our main node out of here and create trade companies. And that will be really easy with this couple of provinces destated. I'm taking a couple of loans and organizing my debt. This is fine, I'm still having huge balance. And in 2 months it's gonna be time to start attacking Baku. And it's gonna take a bit more of time because, yeah, I did burn most of my manpower on that. Let's see, because I could go for Death Cost Goods for us, but I want to see this reform. It's 50, perfectly balanced. 56 of production. This, it's 69 of production. It should be even more because I also got goods plus modifiers, so it's gonna update the trade. 56, 59. Guys, I only really need to move my capital to Western Europe, and I'm gonna attack Sweden to take over Stockholm. Last secondary is a merchant, goods plus modifier, and as told you, these two lovely policies I'm gonna use in the war. You know, I've been playing around with the last couple of years to prepare our nation for this last big war. I moved my capital to Western Europe, so to Finland to be exact, to be able to create trade companies. And you see, there is a trade company, here is a trade company, here, 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 here. And this is giving me all of these merchants. I've lost one in Crimea. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 merchants we are getting out of the trade companies. And that also allowed me to get the global trade in the Baltic Sea because we've got almost 100 value here. English channel has 68, Italians have 40 each, Sevilla has 53, so easy peasy. I also built a beautiful system of forts to be able to defend from many enemies at the same time. And the trade companies themselves, yeah, they do help increasing the income balance a lot. This is what I call perfect income, 325. We've got also 164,000 max manpower and 194 force limit. And I'm generating also so many mill points. I'm just recruiting generals and keep slackening to get it up to maximum. The last puzzle that I'm waiting to get, because we got Baku, okay? The last puzzle is getting 10% discipline from the advisory event. And you can get that, not land maintenance advisor, but the discipline. So let me just switch it and try getting this event. Once I get this event, I will have 140% discipline, so be ready to start the war. I think that I've been waiting like 30 years for that event, but there it goes. 10% discipline. I'm ready. I've prepared 10 cannon stacks, fully on the force limit, 360,000 maximum power and 500 of income. All prepared, and of course level 6 forts everywhere. All prepared for giant war against Europe. Let me turn on my armies. Let me turn on my forts and prepare the stacks. Why this event, it can wait for 3 months. I think that my biggest issue is that because I wasn't fighting for decades, my army tradition is just 20, so I have to boost it, but it's easy during the war. So what will be my army stats? Well, I've got 20%, sorry, I've got 30% artillery compatibility. We will have 143% of discipline. And if you take a look here, you'll see a statistics called land fire damage 25%. And on top of that, each artillery stack is fully drilled, which means it has 25 less fire damage and shock damage received, as well as 10% fire and shock damage dealt. We also do have 51% of siege ability and artillery versus fort +2. We are all prepared. I believe that next technology is giving us new cannons, and I'm gonna take it soon, but we have to start the war now anyway with this event. Not sure if my attrition can handle that. There are 2 ways, so I have one stack that is sieging and one reinforcing, and that will be the best because remember my cannons won't be on the second row anyway. 32 of this is the combat with. Next stack is agreeing that could increase each of the stacks. That's not gonna take that much of time. So let's increase each of the stacks to 34. So I'll be sieging with 5 stacks at the same time. Another 5 stacks will be just next by, waiting and helping to reinforce. Having in mind quantity of the enemies, also day 1 of the war I will start burning the army professionals, which is giving me another land fire damage, right, and shock damage and siege ability. Anyway, I'm gonna go and attack Poland. I have a casus belli, I forgot to create it. I'll attack Poland on the no-CB war, and the goal of this war is not even to win or anything, win as well, but more importantly I would like to kill 5 million troops. I'm not sure if it's achievable, but we'll try. So to give a chance, we'll be facing like around 1.2 million of the enemies, while they force me to use 2.5 million. Hard, we'll see about that. Let's just declare, immediately reduce our war exhaustion and boost the stability, just not care about any rebels. And yeah, I have these 2 stacks as well to be pushing on the north. Just to show you how it looks like on the player's map mode, it's pretty much the grand coalition of Europe versus Smolensk, Russia. This is what I'm telling you, 40% siege ability. 7 level versus fort, standing on the fort is 35% immediately, and the siege phases are 18 days each. Well, we have to try somewhere. I'm gonna attack efficiently, so I'm gonna attack with 34k, and these guys will immediately start reinforcing. These guys are close as well. So let's see how efficient. Oh, do you see they're losing 4k a day? And of course have more cannons in the back row than me. 4,000 a day. This is lovely. Even on shock phase it's 1,000 a day. But 4,000 is more than beautiful. Let's just slowly reinforce that. And we can just send the rest. See the losses? This is just beautiful. I think the general just got land attrition, which would be definitely helpful. Look, Great Britain wants to join. If you want to join, you're welcomed. How about quality of Danish troops? Well, we did roll 1 in the very start. It's not helping. Oh, 5,000 a day! This is so lovely. But yeah, we did lose more than we should. But how about Croatia and Austria? Can you show me a bit of your army quality? See, this is my problem. Wait a second. Did I see 2 rolls at the same time on our side? Or is just my leader having such a good maneuver to reinforce it so fast? I'll have to check it. But we have to be cautious around here. No, it's just reinforcing so fast that it looked like I had a full back row. Do you see this? How many troops we have to deal with now? Okay. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be actually very tricky. Let's try fighting for Poznan. You guys start. Slow reinforcements. To not lose too much of morale. And I don't think they're gonna even try reinforcing this battle. 6,000 a day. Yes. Yes. This is what we love. Let's try fighting for Poland now. Let's fight for Krakow, where they have 120k troops, so I might want to give it some time. I'll take troops from Berlin, as I feel like I'll need full forces there. So let's try again. Shift consolidate, start going in. Start reinforcing. Start reinforcing. That's gonna be full in battle, guys. But once I get two rows, we might actually start showing a bit of a strength. You can see my damage all the time here, right? So reinforcements. Oh boy. But I think I should have enough troops to win this. Although, not so sure now. This is gonna be super tough. I have 500,000 troops in this battle already, including the troops that they've lost. How many reserves? Let's reinforce. There goes the tech, so that's gonna give me what? Combat whiff and new cannons, which I cannot change now, of course. I think this is my best leader. I should reinforce with him as well. I might need to abandon this siege as well. Let's see. If I will have to, I'll abandon the siege, but for the time being, I prefer not to. How many reserves? 13k. We keep sending more. I'll have to take these guys. Let's take these guys. Actually, can cut off some of the reinforcements as well. I don't know. Let's come with these guys to Europe. They won't be, of course, on time. They can stop coming. We don't have reserves here. I'm actually out of them. I don't have much more morale. So these guys need to start reinforcing fast. Oh boy. We've lost 100k troops in this battle already. We're losing this one, guys. So when they send everything in, I don't think we can win that. Maybe, no, I don't think we can win when they send like all of the troops at once. I'm also a bit too slow with reinforcements. Now, let's see. If they stopped reinforcing now, I would win. But they still have a bit to reinforce. How many? Oh, 8,000! Let's go! They're running! I wanted to say they're running away, but I misclicked and started running away myself. So they've lost almost 300,000, I've lost 114,000. This was worth it. 6.8% war score. They already had 500,000 losses. But the cost of this battle was super high. I'm not sure I have enough resources. And how about army tradition? 38, I need more. Let's use reinforce speed advisor. Why I have this 100k troops to reinforce. We have to regroup and attack again because look, they're gonna never stop. Oh shit, here we go again. Shift consolidate, start attacking, immediately send troops to reinforce. Let's get these guys together a bit closer. And let's have some fun. More guys to reinforce. I will be reinforcing a bit faster this time, so once I reinforce the whole back row, I'll keep the whole back row. Oh, is it a wipe? They're not even trying to reinforce that. That was almost a wipe, so much damage that we're dealing. Try doing same in Berlin, I just have to take Poznan first. And I will be carpet siege on the north, and that's why I have to delegate one stack to deal with them. I think Berlin is gonna be a better battle for us. Because here they're gonna fight on actual negative modifiers from terrain. Just start going in. And again, I'm reinforcing a bit more. They're not even trying to reinforce that battle. And that's a lovely vibe. So I think that's gonna be my strategy. Just defending on the force that I already have. So I can call these guys a bit behind. And let them come in. This way I'm gonna minimize my losses from attrition. And I'm gonna maximize my damage. While, of course, in the meantime, I have to push back stacks like this. Ooh, I'm not so sure I can win with 140,000 of French, but I'll try. Let's see. The morale is the same. I have, of course, 33 more of discipline and my cannons. The question is, will these guys run away? Look, I have 1.7 morale in the front row. I might... Okay. If they kept this battle, they would have won it. But good that they were too afraid to do that. We just hit first million. They're already like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 countries that are on low attitude because of the losses. But I'm not pissing out anyone. There we go, guys. They've hit already 1 million of losses. And we've lost the same on attrition. I just lost 350k in total by myself. As I want to start increasing my damage, I'm gonna start playing a bit more aggressive. Meaning that... Yes, I'll be doing 2 battles at the same time. It's a lot of micromanagement, but it's also a lot of more potential losses that we can deal this way. And see here I'm wiping the French, so how about we try following up with some other battles. Here it is not gonna be a wipe, I don't have enough quantity, but that's gonna be definitely a decent damage that we're dealing. They're losing so many troops that soon I will have the amount to kill. How many do they have left? It's like 400, 500, less than 800,000. I'm gonna play super aggressively now. And not only winning many battles, but I'm sieging multiple forts in now, because my 1 cannon stack is +7 siege, even on level 6 forts. So it should be easy peasy. This stack might have some issues though, so maybe run away. And you know, guys, yeah, I maybe killed 1.7 million of their troops, but my army attrition is still just 50. I think like it's risky, but it's the most profitable strategy for us to attack them everywhere at once. And smaller stacks, I mean smaller like 30k, because then they don't even bother to reinforce because they know that they will lose the battle. And this way there's a high chance that I can actually wipe them. That's what I keep, I at least try to keep doing. Just look at these beauties. 1 wipe. Another wipe, and let's go here for another wipe. And this way we already killed 2 million of their troops. Look at this. They all want to be out, but they will not be out. This is so funny. There's only one nation on their side that doesn't have low attitude. There's the Knights, which probably just sit on the island. Malta do nothing. Look at the war exhaustions as well. Isn't this beautiful? They are hurting a lot from this war. Speaking of hurting, we've captured some key cities like Zlewikk, Sealand, Rupin, of course, Sieradz, capital Praga, Vienna, I did mention Vienna earlier, Stockholm. So, look how many... We're not only defending winning battles, we're actually constantly sieging them down. With this fine, they also lost 223 ships. Mostly Great Britain, but I also did kill some of them. Okay guys, with this stack wipe I think we are done. How is French army? 60k troops. Are they using any barracks? Not really. So, we did siege down all of this. We've killed 3.1 million troops while losing by myself 926,000, out of which 340,000 was attrition. Whew. At 67% war score without having any war goals. So, let's just go ahead and use that opportunity to take all of these provinces from Poland. Yes, just a slight world war for a few provinces in Europe. So guys, this will be on for this huge campaign. And if you did, guys, enjoy it. Lots of action, and I've played 200 years for you for my video number 1000. Please leave a like on this video because it will help it to reach more people, and of course subscribe to the channel, because another challenge you have to be done is 120,000 subscribers and UQ Free Mountains campaign without going horde. Thank you, bye!